Hey folks, I'm James.
I'm Chad.
With Randall Property Management and Improvement, RPM and Improvement. Weather's a little nasty outside today, so we figured we'd tinker around in the shop and kind of show you a couple projects that we're working on. One of the ideas we got was from Paul's Prime Cuts. He was doing some overseeding and he used an old dethatcher that he had and hooked it to his mower. So I told Chad about it and he said, well, we can hook that to the mulch buggy.
Not a problem.
So we'll take a look at it right now and kind of go over it.
Okay folks, what we have was a residential pull behind dethatcher. Decided to attach that to the world famous mulch buggy. So first thing we did is just remove the wheels, and you can see that was the drawbar. So put a plate across these braces and drop the drawbar down through there. Slotted it so that it can move just enough. Attached it to the same points that held the deck. So as you can see, these were the hangers for the mower deck. Welded on some brackets to the deck of the dethatcher. Drilled a hole, ran a bolt, a couple of nuts, and there you have it. Would like to go ahead and replace the bolt with removable pins. It'll make things a little bit more user friendly. So we'll go ahead and show you some video of us in the proving grounds testing this bad boy out and see how it works. What we're gonna have to do is notch these mount plates here and here. It was rubbing on the return spring for the adjustment, and there was a little bit too much flex with the front mount, so this is gonna have to be welded here and here to stiffen that up. So as you can see, there were some areas that needed to be adjusted, modified. Those areas have been addressed. It's a work in progress. I still want to make a few more changes.
What kind of changes are you wanting to make to it?
Well, I've realized that as you raise and lower, you can see that it slides. There's not exactly enough room in the full up position. It gets a little bit bound up right there. So I need to elongate that slot just a little bit more to get the full amount of travel. So here's a look from the underneath side, kind of give you an idea.
How she's mounted up. So all in all, it's a pretty decent project. I think put it together pretty well, tweak it a little bit. It's going to be pretty handy to use next year, I think.
I believe so. One negative thing would have to be that we're a little bit long here. So in tighter quarters, it may not work as well, but for our larger properties, definitely.
Right on. Well, we can take a look at another project that Chad's kind of started on too. It's in the beginning stages, and this has to do with some snow removal stuff. So we'll show you that here real quick. So what we got going on here, Chad?
Okay. Well, we'd like to do some back dragging, but we don't want to spend the money for a new back drag plow.
Well, we haven't been getting the snow that we normally get, like whenever we were kids anyhow. It's hard to justify the expense.
Pretty expensive. Must be all the global warming. So, from a plow project, well, we got this is leftover stuff from from the plow project of last year, the Meyer. We already had the mount apparatus. We mounted onto the truck that you drive. So this came with that plow, so it's just been sitting around. And along with a few other things. This is a hitch extension. So the theory is that this is going to get slid into the hitch on the back of the truck. We're going to use these plates here to support a 3-point blade that gets very little use with the Kubota. So torch that off, and in theory this is all going to slide underneath here. This would be our pivot points, and our chain will attach to this plate. So we've got some parts coming for the Meyer E46. Throw some seals in it, put a new ram in it, and then start wiring it up and see if it works.
I have no doubt this is going to work.
Thanks for the confidence, brother.
So if you haven't noticed by now, our shop is used and lived in. We work up here a lot, especially this time of year and through the winter time. So it's not, we know where everything is for the most part. It may not look like that in a video, but we call it home.
In closing, from my perspective, I don't throw anything away. Never know what I can repurpose it for. So we've got tons of junk.
Yeah, Chad is the fabricator. He's always coming up with something to do, and it's always useful, and it always makes us money. So, hey, thanks for swinging by and spending a little time with us today. We definitely appreciate it.
Absolutely.
So if you haven't already and you like what you see, or you're just curious about what's going on with us, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. We appreciate the support. And until next time,
Peace.
we'll see you.